Hello friends! We have all imagined the core of the Earth, but what if we reach the center of the Earth through a volcano? The name of the movie we are going to explain today is Journey to the Center of Earth. Friends, in this movie we will see some people till the cover of the Earth. A man who is running away from fear and the dinosaurs are coming after him to eat him, and this scary scene is going on when one of the man's eyes opens and we find out it was all a dream. Friends, till now we have seen dinosaurs only in parks or cartoons, but how did we see it in our dreams? This man's name is Trevor, who is a professor and he is studying volcanic eruption, and his entire focus is on completing this research. The man he dreamed of was his brother Max, who wanted to reach Earth's core and had been missing for 10 years. He says to shut it down because no one is funding the lab, but Trevor tells the man that Max stays, but she does research here, and he shows his studies, but the man doesn't care. Believes. At home, Trevor remembers that Max's wife and son are coming over today, which makes him think about cleaning the house, but the house is so dirty that it hasn't been cleaned in a while. Trevor starts to clean up, but then GHR's bell rings and he gets them. Max's wife introduces her Sean to Trevor, who has come to spend the summer vacation with her. She also gives a box and leaves. Max is very excited to open that box, and so is Sean, because until now he had been kept away from Max's things. Trevor finds a book in the luggage called Journey to the Center of Earth. It is a fiction book, means a book consists on imagination. A fictional book with a path to the Earth's core, and the book there was some coding in that matched the coding written on Max's computer. Trevor goes to Max's lab and matches everything, so he prepares to go to Mongolia because at that time there was the weather that was necessary to reach the Earth's core. Max, who has been working on all these things for the past 10 years, understands all the coding and all the locations, and Sean insists on going with him, which is why he takes Sean with him. On the way, Sean tells Trevor about Google that we don't need a map. On the way, he finds himself in the center of some people, where there are other people who believe that there is another world besides this world. A house is seen and a girl knocks on the door. Who happens to be the professor's daughter named Heena, tells that her father has died. There is the world, to which Trevor shows him Max's book, but Heena flatly refuses, saying that she doesn't believe that and you don't need to waste your time on it. But Trevor says that if he has come this far, he will surely achieve his goal, to which Heena tells him that this place is full of dangers, you should not go here. But Trevor insists on going, on which Heena acts as a guide for the two of them. She gets ready to go with them. They climb the mountains and come far where they find a device that controls the thunderclouds. Heena and Sean hide in a cave and Heena asks Trevor to throw the device and he throws it, causing a huge explosion that kills the giants. The rocks break and block the way to the house in which these people are hiding, and the house is closed and Sean is scared and screams that he has to get out of here and go to the real world. Heena. She says that there must be another way to the cave that it's opening from, and they walk forward because Heena thinks that if the way is closed on one side, it must be open on the other side. He starts to fall into the ditch, but Heena pulls him back, which saves his life. Then the men throw something into the ditch to see how deep it is, and then the trio descend with ropes. They get down where Heena flips a switch which turns on all the lights, and there is a whole mill here which they are happy to see. Gaia. There are tracks built and some boxes where you sit and drive them and start moving at a very high speed, and these tracks turn into a roller coaster ride, which is also broken in many places. But finally these people reach a place where there are mountains and there are diamonds in them, seeing that they understand that now they are approaching the core of the Earth. But they are standing in the wrong place because the stones are very thin, and when Sean is putting the diamonds in his bag a diamond falls down which breaks the place and they start falling down. R. Now Trewer says that everything is happening as it is written in Max's book, and according to this book, they have to fall into the water now, but they don't see the water anywhere, but by going further down, the water will fall on them. The drops start falling and they fall into the water and they have gone very deep, and after they come out of the water, they think they will see space and sky, but when they see electric birds. They are surprised to see them because these birds had disappeared from the earth thousands of years ago. Now even Heena begins to believe in her father's words because all that was happening that was hers. Father used to say, now Heena was standing in a different world where there were different kinds of animals, flowers and birds, and there were trees and mushrooms that looked like mountains, reverse waterfalls, etc. They also find a tree house, inside which they see many things used by humans, by seeing which they know that a human used to live here. Taeho goes ahead, which reveals that Max used to live here and is now dead. Trevor and Sean look at the book, which they also understand, and Trevor also reads in a book that, in the process of finding the core of the earth, he lost his father. Max wrote that my heart wants me to see my past childhood, but he lost everything and here he is stuck badly, which makes Sean sad to hear that now he has to find a way back, in which Heena helps him. She says that if they don't want to go back, they have to follow the reverse waterfall, and this can happen only when they pass the volcano, so they have to go soon because the temperature here is constantly rising. And if they delayed leaving, they would burn to death here, so they built a boat with the help of a piece of cloth from Max's luggage and the rest of the equipment and set out to sea. While going there, they have to face various problems. Big dragon-like fish come, but they don't say anything to the humans. But then they encounter a storm and the wind pressure is so high that Shun manages to fly away with the cloth, afraid to catch it. He tries hard but he can't get hold of him, and Trevor gets very upset after seeing all this, and decides to find him because he lost his brother, but he doesn't want to lose Sean. As it happens, Sean now also reaches a ledge where an electric bird is with him to help him, and with its help, he moves past the magnetic stone, and now Trevor and Hannah too. While searching for her, they find plants that eat humans, and one of the plants starts to eat Heena, so Trewer pulls the plant from the jar, saving Heena and moving on. Finally these people reach a place where they can reach the surface of the earth, but Shun has not found them yet, and now we see Shun, which is a desert. He reaches there where he finds dinosaur skeletons, which he is surprised to see. Then he hears their sounds, which scares him and hides, but when he looks up he sees a dinosaur. The food is about to be cooked and he runs away in fear and hides in a cave, but he doesn't follow him and Sean starts yelling in fear. A sound is heard and he stands on the other side of the same cave and gives it a try and pulls Sean out, but the dinosaur doesn't give up on them. Is also very fragile, which will not be able to withstand the sight of the dinosaur and will break, and soon they find a place and pass through it on which the dinosaur lands and it breaks and falls, and now they escape. When they come back they see Heena driving a boat made from a dinosaur skeleton, and Trevor and Sean get into it because the water in this place was very hot and the temperature was very high, so they take another route to avoid it, but they fall into a ditch. Now the scene becomes even more terrifying as the water boils below them. There is lava and they are trapped in between, with Heena saying that if we drop this water here, it will fall on the fire below, which will create a lot of pressure and their boat will rise to the top. But the problem was, how will they bring the water down? And Trevor already knows that this place is full of magnesium, so he gets an idea that if we break this rock, water will come from the other side and their boat will float up. And Trevor is like, it does, and the rock on the other side breaks and it rises up, and after a while they fall full of it straight into Italy, where they come out ruining a farmer's field so that the coins can come out. But to make up for the farmer's loss, Shaw gives him a diamond, which he is happy to see and lets them go. In the end, we see that Trevor is from there, and now Trevor, he also keeps Heena with him and presents a book to Shu on his way, which contains similar adventures, and our movie ends here.